How bad would your day be if you woke up tomorrow and your Todoist information was just gone, right? How horrible would that be? And it happens from time to time, not with Todoist. I'm not saying it's going to happen today, tomorrow, or in the very near future, but that's the thing. We never know when it's going to happen. That could be a mistake on their end. Could be, a service getting hacked. These things happen, or you haven't used it in a while. Something happens, the service shuts down. It's really, really important to have this information that is so critical to us, whether it's our tasks, our projects, our personal notes, whatever it might be. So we want to have a backup plan, an export plan in place. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Gaining access to your information doesn't have to be some big ordeal. It doesn't have to be a huge pain in the butt, but it is up to you. Now, there may be some services where you have some automated backup methods. Great, make use of those, but make sure that you're checking that they're actually working. But in most cases, you're going to have to do some of this manually, and it's a balancing act. So on the one hand, you want to have your most up-to-date data, right? You don't want to lose a year's worth of data if a service goes down. So you need to kind of figure out, okay, how long could I go before it becomes a real problem? If it's your personal notes, maybe it's not a big deal if you lose a week or two. Maybe you could go a month, who knows? That's up to you. I would just get a feel for that and then, see how you feel about that and look back maybe through your notes for a couple of weeks and be like, how big of an issue would that be? Now, if it's some business information, it may be the case where you need this backed up daily. Depending on what you're doing, could have some mission critical stuff in there, could have client information, who knows? There's all sorts of reasons why you would want to back up more frequently. So again, take a look at that, see what makes sense for you. Now, the second part of this is to balance it against how you're going to be doing these backups. If it is manual, maybe daily is too much, right? Maybe it's going to be just too much of a pain point, or it's going to take too much of your time, or could you get someone else to help you do that? But balance that against how much of a pain it's going to be, a pain point for you if you lose your data for a week or more than a day or a month or whatever that is versus what you have to do. And then thirdly, set a reminder. Make this easy on yourself. This isn't something that's fun. I never get excited about backing up my data, but it is really nice when something goes wrong. So set yourself a reminder and make it easy. If you have, your favorite tool, whether it's a project management tool like Monday or ClickUp or Asana, or if you're maybe using a task management tool like Todoist, or you're just putting it into your calendar so you get a calendar alert and a reminder, that's great. But make it easy on yourself. Have a reminder, write out the steps, especially if you're going, more than, say, a week between, because a lot of times it's easy to forget the exact steps and the stuff changes over time. So as you go in, you want to be able to quickly, okay, I've got a link, I go here, I click that, it goes into that folder, and you're done. Now, speaking of done, make sure that where you have it stored is also a good place to have it. You want to have somewhere, hopefully, that is secure and somewhere that you can access as you need it. Again, this is not meant to be vague, but just make sure that, if you're traveling, can you reach this? If you're at home and something happens, can you reach it? Make sure you're using an appropriate service and consider doing some local backups as well every once in a while instead of having everything in the cloud. Again, it's up to you and your risk tolerance, but take these ideas, put it to work. It'll save you a huge problem down the road. Hopefully this video helps you. If you have any questions about it or comments on how to do this yourself, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Thanks for watching.